with Deshaun, PJ's going to start this week. Deshaun's going to focus on his rehab. I just feel like with what happened in the game, landing on his shoulder, there's residual swelling that's affecting his throwing. I think it's the best thing for him to rest this week and focus on the rehab. And, as I've told you guys, I will always make what I think are the best decisions for our football team, for Deshaun, and I feel like this is the best decision for this week. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, it's now been described as a 4 to 6 week injury. Shouldn't you guys have put him on IR at the start?
Yeah, I would just tell you, Tony, as you know, we make decisions based on the information that you have every day. You guys have heard me say day to day, and I just think that's based on, the player, how he's feeling, the information with the injury, all those things. But you're just trying to make the best decision you can.
Possibly a setback then? Did he have more damage?
Yeah.
Or was there?
No, there's no structure. There's no structural damage, Tom, based on the MRI. There is, like I mentioned, residual swelling. But that's why it's just important for him to focus on rehab this week.
Not been reset on this thing, or are we still in that 4 to 6 time frame with this being week 5?
Yeah, I'm really just focused on this week. He's trying like crazy. This is not for lack of effort. He's making every effort he can to be out there. But with the hit he took, I just felt like, and with the swelling, that makes the most sense to focus on rehab this week. And then he'll be out there as soon as he's ready.
Was there any misdiagnosis from the very beginning? Because up until now, he's been day to day for quite a long time.
Yeah, I would just tell you, every injury, you take in information every single day. So in that way, you're day to day. He's going to focus on rehab this week, but throughout his rehab, you're going to continually find out every single day how he's feeling, how he's progressing through it.
Prior to the hit, did he look like himself to you mechanically? It didn't, what do we know? But it didn't look like the same Deshaun even before that hit.
Yeah, he was progressing in the right direction, was able to practice last week. But I felt like with that hit, I just didn't like that right on the shoulder. And then coming out of it with swelling, I just did not feel like that would, put him in his best spot to practice this week. So
that hit, he would have finished the game and he'd still be.
Yeah.
The conversation just to rest this week.
Yeah. I talk to Deshaun every day. Like I mentioned to you guys, it's he wants to play very badly. He also knows that rehab is the decision this week, and but he's going to do everything he can to support his teammates. He's a captain of the team. He provides great leadership, so he wants very badly to play. But just this week, it makes sense to focus on the rehab.
How important is it to have PJ know that he's the starter from Wednesday when you get out there for the first moment of practice and making sure that he's getting his timing and everything down? Yeah,
kind of like we've talked about this before, Mary Kay. Sometimes as a backup, you get that amount of lead time. Sometimes you don't. And that's just life in the big city when it comes to backup quarterbacks. So he'll prepare like he always does. Dorian will prepare like he always does. But PJ will start this week.
When you say there's residual swelling, that's affecting the mobility and his ability to make normal throws. Is that the biggest issue with what's going on?
I don't have my doctor's hat on, but yes, that's affecting how he's throwing the ball with that swelling.
Deshaun won't practice this week, but could practice next week.
Yeah, I'm focused on this week. So today he won't practice.
Practice.
He will continue his rehab throwing this week.
When Andrew talked to us at the bye week, he said, it seemed like everyone was optimistic, that no one thought that this was going to be a long-term thing. I guess, when has that changed, and when has it become, I guess, a longer-term thing than everyone initially anticipated?
Yeah, I just think these are injuries. This is our quarterback. It's a shoulder injury, so you're taking in information every single day. Again, I can't tell you how much time Deshaun has spent trying to get back, but we'll continue to just make the smart decisions for our football team for him. But it's just that's injuries. You just have to go with the information that you have.
Has surgery ever even been discussed? Is that any kind of an option or anything? There's nothing in there that needs to be repaired?
Correct.